In this video, I'm going to show you how we can load raster and vector layers into PyQGIS without actually adding them to the QGIS interface. So let's go ahead and open up our Python console, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to add a new script here. I'm just going to come grab a vector file name from this file over here. And if you'll remember, what we've been doing is we've been doing something like this to load layers. So we've been doing vector layer, so vLayer equals iface dot add vector layer, and then we give it the file name, we give it a layer name, and then we give it the provider name, the data provider name, which is OGR. So if I run this, what will happen? What should happen is it gets added over here, and sure enough, I have this layer added to my QGIS interface, which is something we want to do often. But sometimes we may only want to get data from that layer and not actually load it into the interface. And so we're going to cover how to do that today. We've covered this for vectors in a previous video, so I'll go over that really quick, and then we'll go over it for rasters. Okay, so instead of loading this with iface, add vector layer, we are just going to do our vector layer equals QGIS vector layer, and we give it the same parameters or the same arguments: a file name, a layer name, which we can leave blank and it will choose the file name, and then we need to give it the provider, which is OGR. At least it's OGR for shapefiles. We generally will use OGR for everything. Okay. And then to test and make sure that this layer actually loaded and it has the information in it, I'm just going to write a loop that loops through all the fields in the vector layer and will print the name of each field. So let's go ahead and run that, and what we should see happen is we should get the field names printed out over here in our console. You can see I've tested this already and have these printed out here. I'm going to go ahead and clear that so we can start on a fresh slate. So we'll just click the broom button. We should get the field names printed out over here. We should not get that layer added into the interface. So let's go ahead and click Run Script. And sure enough, we can see that we have those field names printed out here. Now to do this for raster layers, it's just about the same thing. So I'm going to go grab another file name, and this is for a raster file, the same one I've been using. And we'll call this FN2. And so the way that we've been doing this in previous tutorials is we would do our layer equals iface dot add raster layer, and then we give it the file name, and we give it a layer name. And so let's go ahead and load this raster like this, and we should get a raster popping up over here. So let's click Run. Ooh, and we have a problem with loading that raster layer, so hold on just a sec. Let me check that out. And I made a very stupid mistake. I used the wrong file name, so it wasn't even a file path to a raster. So I'm going to go ahead and click Run again, and there you can see we've added this raster to the map interface, to the QGIS interface. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and we're now going to do this basically the exact same way we did the vector layer, except instead of QGIS vector layer, we're going to do QGIS raster layer. We're going to give it the file name, a layer name, which we'll leave blank, and it will use the file name, and then we're going to test this. And so the way I'm going to test this is I'm going to print our layer.band count. So this is the number of bands the raster has, and it should be 1 for this raster. So let's go ahead and clear the console out again, and we should get a list of field names and the number 1 when we run this script. So there we go. We run the script and we have the list of field names and we have the number 1. So pretty simple. I know this is something we've covered a little before. I wanted to explicitly cover this because this is going to be really important for some things we do in the future when we don't want to be adding in layers every time and removing those layers. If you watch the previous videos, you see that I go in and remove those layers a lot just to declutter the console so that we can keep things straight and not have multiple instances of the same layer open. But this is a way you can manage those layers a little more concisely. Okay, and I just want to remind you once again about the tutorials. These PyQGIS tutorials are up on my website in the Python section, PyQGIS, and this is the latest one I put up is the Get Raster Band Statistics. I've included repositories for all of these so you can see the code we use on GitHub, and you can access that code to use in your projects. And once again, if there are any QGIS, PyQGIS things, tools, tips, tutorials you'd like me to show, please leave a comment down below or get in touch with me through the contact information on the website here. Once again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll keep them coming.